Okay. Good evening. My name is Gail Trammel. Glad to be with you tonight to tell you about this wonderful product and myself. I'm a truck driver, over the road and local, 53 years, and I did home repairs in my free time. I was riding my bike one night or one morning and was hit broadside by a pickup. And after they did all the tests, they came back and told me my back injuries was going to take two steel rods in my back. Well, I knew that would end my truck driving for the rest of my life. And my job, I didn't know what I'd do after that. So I put off the surgery. And about 3 years later, a friend of mine ran into a friend of mine. The pain had been getting pretty bad. And he told me about stem cells. And after he told me about it, I got the product and started on it right away. And in 45 months, all my pain from the wreck was gone. I was able to work normally. And it just was amazing how it came in and took over everything so fast. And I don't know how it works, but I know it did the job it needed to do. And I know I will never be without the stem cells again.
Perfect. Okay, good job. Minute and 30 seconds. Perfect. Keep in mind, put a little more heart and soul into it. It's your story. You don't need to take notes. It's your story. You lived it. Tell them how you felt. How old were
Okay.
you when this all happened?
I was six, I don't know, I was 50 years old, something.
I was 15. You got
I
in a
don't
wreck
know.
on a motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
And what do you love to do?
Ride motorcycles and horses.
Say it. Say, I got an accident. I got hit on a motorcycle. One of my passions in my life is to ride motorcycles. And then the way I earned an income in my life is through truck driving. And when they said there's nothing they can do, they can put steel rods in my back, I knew that wasn't an option for two reasons. One, my passion is riding bikes. I won't be able to ride bikes anymore. That's what I love to do. My income's driving truck. Therefore, I wouldn't be able to drive truck anymore. I wouldn't have a living. So I knew I had to look outside the medical world to get the results I wanted. And lo and behold, STEM Tech came into my life. Took 4 to 6 months, but I've been on this ever since. I'll never be off it again. So put a little more realness in it, a little more
Okay.
pain. Don't worry about reading notes. It's your story. Tell your story. Because when you read notes, it looks like it's somebody else's story. It's your story. So talk about the pain, talk about where you're at, talk about what your options were, and talk about what happened. That makes sense?
Yeah. And I was 54. I figured it out.
Perfect, perfect. So then as soon as you're done with that, you're going to go into the presentation mode. And at this time here, you're going to want to hit stop on don't do it now. Stop on your video, and then we're going to go ahead and start presenting. So this page here, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't share the screen. That's why. Hold on, let me share the screen. I forgot to share the screen. What a bozo. Okay, you can see that.
Yeah.
Purpose of this page is where we started. And don't try to go too far in depth and don't be methodical. Just say where we started, founded in 2005. We actually have over 700 million cells now. We're the pioneers in stem cell technology. We're backed by scientific research. We have new management as of 2018 that have decades of experience in this industry. Not only do they know what they're doing, but they've done it over and over and over. And back in the heyday, StemTech made Inc.'s magazine's list of fastest growing privately held companies 4 times. What's that proven there is success and longevity. How it works. To understand, it's the same in every human being on the planet. Your body's designed to release stem cells, and the stem cells have one job to repair and rejuvenate the parts that aren't working anymore. Remember, we talked about my back? My back wasn't working anymore. See how I'm making it personal?
Yeah.
See how I'm making it come alive? Talk about in the presentation about what happened to you. So the stem cells were released from the bone marrow. Then they circulate through the bloodstream to go to the point A to point B. In my case, it was my back. My back was falling apart. And then once it finds where they're needed, it migrates into that tissue and goes to work. Remember I said I was in an accident and they were telling me to put rods in and I wouldn't be able to do what? Ride my bike and make a living. Guess what I never had to do? Why? Because the stem cells migrated into that tissue and went to work, repair and rejuvenate. You see how I'm still explaining the story, but I'm making it very personal?
Yeah.
Very powerful. So this is how it works. So if this is the problem, if this is how it works, what is the problem? The problem's simple. When you're born, you release stem cells 24/7. That's why a kid gets scratched, hurt, whatever, they heal so quickly. But as you start to age as early as your 20s, your body's ability to continue releasing them stem cells drops dramatically. Therefore, aging, diseasing, dying. Remember I told you I was 54 when I had that accident? Well, look how many stem cells I was releasing at 54. No wonder why my body couldn't heal itself. But then when I got on the products and my body started releasing stem cells like I did when I was younger, lo and behold, I'm living results. You see how I did that? That's
Yeah.
masterful. That's beautiful. Because it's so simple, but has so much meaning. So, if I'm telling you you can release stem cells like you did when you were younger, if that was the truth, how could you do it? Well, simple. Through the RCM wellness system, which is the gold standard in the stem cell nutrition world. We got the R, which releases stem cells from your bone marrow. The actual patent protected information shows an increase of over 53%. Holy cow. The C helps the stem cells go from point A to point B through the bloodstream so it can transfer more efficiently. And when it gets to the point in need, it's more effective. The M, the migrostem, is designed to do one simple thing migrate into the tissue. My case was my back. It migrated into my back, and the stem cells went to work. So the three working together is where the synergy, the magic happens. Now, what I love about this over here, contains 100% all natural ingredients. The nutrients in the RCM activate the energy process in the mitochondria, supports telomere health, a potent defense to the aging process. Here's a $6 million question. Who would like to age slower, live longer, be younger? Hello? I still get to ride my bike. Of course, I want this. We have the inside out with the RCM. We have the outside in with Select One. This is the Rapid Renew Stem Cell Peptide Night Cream. Wrinkles concern anybody. It's a massive market. We actually have an FDA approved ingredient and patented red oak. It's called QXP. This product not only is a huge seller, it's high on demand. We have a toothpaste, Orostem, revolutionizing the oral health world. A research based, patent pending formula, a natural, non abrasive, whitening technology, supports dental stem cell physiology, and free from all harmful chemicals. Think about that. And then the last one is this is our newest one Stem Pets. Guys, I have dogs. I guarantee I'd spend more money on my puppy keeping him alive than I would myself. We have a product here, natural healing for dogs and cats, that supports brain and cognitive health, boosts immune system, promotes healthier skin and a shinier coat, reduces inflammation, supports joint health, enhances overall organ functions, and ideal for pets of all ages, especially seniors. Now, we've heard about stem cell therapy in the news probably every single day. The world sees what's happening here. And the incredible thing is, A, it works, but the challenge is it's very expensive and it's a temporary fix, meaning you've got these famous people like a Tony Robbins who has this done 2 or 3 times a year. He can afford it. Great for him. Why wouldn't you? It works. People sometimes say it's too expensive. Really? Try sickness. Then you see what's really expensive. But here, with stem cell therapy, we educate, we help people understand why buy stem cells when you already have them. Period. Here, you have a better way. We teach you how to release your own and let them go to work and do what they're supposed to do. So we've framed that, we formed that, we stepped into this because of house stem cell. Man, I got completely off track, brother. My brain was thinking, I was gone like the wind, and I was a page ahead. Holy cow. We got the patents to protect, the science to validate. Stem cell therapy, we already talked about. Uh, StemCeuticals, the future of the natural healthcare industry. And then just read this page. And what's really you're going to want to do, don't forget to be you. Talk about your back. Talk about how the typical medical world told you there's nothing we can do. Talk about you have to stop your passion of riding bikes. Talk about the fact you're not going to be able to produce an income anymore because what you do for a living, you're not going to be able to drive. So you were desperate. You were looking. It's not
Yep.
that it's not that just STEM tech fell in your lap and you thought, wow, wonder how this could work. It's you were desperately searching, trying to save your own life. And the more you put that into it, you know this. Your presentations go right through the window. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be great. I want you to, when you present, I don't know if you have a dress up shirt or not, but put something nice on, makes you look like a professional businessman. Whatever you wear for church or anything like that. That way you look slick and we'll call you Slick Rick.
I got some Western shirts that are
That's
dressier.
fine. That's fine.